Dun, 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 dun. We're live. And we're live, and we already got thumbs up. Haven't even started. Holy crap. What's up with my hat, man? Like rushing here last second to get everything taken care of. Ooh, first, before we even say anything about SmackDown, first thing we need to do is to everyone who watched last night's Raw review. About SmackDown. Last night's Raw review was, let me adjust this just a little bit. Okay. Last night's Raw review definitely, and JD will agree, did not go exactly as planned last night using the new format.
His fault.
Yeah, my fault. Well, my fault was the audio. It was not my fault, all the other issues. Now, I don't know how many people stuck around. Everyone who did watch, I'm so sorry. Until Sunday, until Survivor Series, we're going with the old format. I've got to fix whatever the issue was with the new format, with the new program that we used to do last night's show. I got good feedback. Everyone liked the layouts. I have a SmackDown layout. I have a layout for Survivor Series. I have a layout for TakeOver, but I won't be using them because we're going to stick with this until Sunday. Sunday will be better. I don't know if we're going to do that for the preview and predictions because the preview and predictions video, I know we're doing with Jake, and we don't like the jumpy that we get with the Google Hangouts program. So we're going to try to record it because it won't be streaming. So maybe recording it will be easier that way. And then I can just edit it down and everything like I want to. With that being said, so yeah, we apologize about last night's Monday Night Raw. Just, we don't know if it was the weather or if it was the program, because last night we got some weather. It didn't turn out to be bad, but it started off kind of nasty. So that aside, welcome into your WWE SmackDown Live review. This was your go-home show for Survivor Series. Was this a bad show? No, it wasn't actually a bad show at all. Was it a good show?
It was stupid.
He thinks it was stupid, and I know why he thinks it was stupid. And he's got two main reasons that he thinks it was stupid. And I'm sure he'll be more than happy to get into that. So let me get into this while I pull up the stream so I can check my live chat and everything through here. Right off the bat, Daniel Bryan, and you would think this would be a celebratory moment, right? Daniel Bryan is once again, after what, 4 years, is the WWE champion.
And a heel.
I'm getting to that. A heel! Daniel Bryan is an effing heel. Like, I just, nope, don't. Yeah, that's me. That's me right now. But I don't even know where to begin with my words. Daniel Bryan is a heel, but he's the WWE. Like, at first, everyone was chanting, like, yes, Daniel was winning, right? Everyone was happy. And then everything turned. It all went to hell. Daniel Bryan went straight heel. And to JD's credit, he called it 3 weeks ago when they had the first match. He's going to turn heel. And I was like, no, they wouldn't do that. Maybe AJ will turn heel. Well, I was wrong, and he was right. You're not going to hear me say that a lot, people. You're not. JD, you were right, and I was wrong.
I do it a lot. He just doesn't like to admit it.
Well, I will admit it in this situation because there's proof. There's proof in the pudding this time.
Every time I prove him wrong, there's no recording. There's no other witnesses since he moved out of housing.
But I am openly admitting that I was wrong this time. Daniel Bryan, and that would be the thing WWE do. Sure, we'll give Daniel Bryan the WWE Championship, but we're going to make him a guy you guys are going to hate, which, again, will probably not work. It'll be Becky.
It's not going to work because he's over with the crowd. He's not being booed or anything. And then there's this guy going like this.
Yeah, that was funny.
AJ just lost the title.
Bryan, that was like best face of the day. Best face of the day. But the show started off odd. AJ Styles comes out. He's talking about how he's going to beat Brock Lesnar, unlike last year. Then here comes Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's going on about how, Brock's going to beat him. And I was excited. I was legit excited for AJ Styles versus, Brock Lesnar. But this, for Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar, intrigues me more.
You're skipping something. The fact that it all started because his name was mentioned.
Yeah, by Paul Heyman. Heyman
he came out there and told AJ not to say it.
Well, yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I should have suspected something. When I heard Paul Heyman bringing up Daniel Bryan's name, I should have figured that out, right? I should have known, hey, why are they bringing up Daniel Bryan? Now, I know last year or earlier in the year when Daniel Bryan was cleared to come back that he had mentioned his dream match, one of his dream matches was AJ Styles, which we've had now twice, and Brock Lesnar was another one. He wanted to face Brock Lesnar, and I guess that's a part of his new deal is
I don't
to get
understand why.
Because he thinks Brock's a legit athlete. That's what Daniel Bryan wants.
He ain't no legit athlete. He's a lazy bum that wants to be champion but doesn't want to defend it.
You're confusing character versus the real actual guy.
I don't care. Character, guy, nothing.
Look,
Brock Lesnar is...
Well, Daniel Bryan wanted to work with him, so that should mean something to you. So, whatever, your opinion. I think your opinion's valid, but okay.
His head's too far up his rear end.
Brock Lesnar, when with the opponents he wants to work with, works well. Last year with AJ Styles, Brock worked his tail off. Brock sold the crap out of everything. Like AJ said at the beginning of the show, Brock left limping. Brock sold.
And that was the last match he actually did work in.
Yeah, and I can guarantee you he will sell for Daniel Bryan. If Daniel doesn't just get squashed.
He's going to get squashed.
I don't think so. I don't think
I have been right for the last 2 weeks. He's getting squashed.
I don't. In the comments, I want to hear you guys tell us. Do you think Daniel Bryan will be squashed? Or do you think Daniel Bryan will actually put on a match against Brock Lesnar at the Survivor Series on Jake? I say Daniel Bryan for the win. Okay, Jake. I can appreciate that. Thumbs up for Jake.
Daniel Bryan for the win, Jay. Come on. He's getting squashed like a bug.
I don't know. Is that because Daniel's small? Is that why you think that? Because Daniel's small? Yeah. You're a hater on Daniel Bryan, too.
I'm a fan for Daniel Bryan, but WWE is going to use Brock Lesnar squash him like a bug.
I'm not saying that Brock's going to lose, because he's not. It's not happening.
Brock does suck, Jake. He sucks so big, it's not funny. And his head's so far up his butt, he thinks he's the greatest guy of all time. And this guy's giving him props, even though he doesn't like him.
I didn't. I never said anything about him being the greatest of all time.
I said him, and you're giving him props, even though
because I know Brock can work when Brock wants to work.
He sucks.
He does. He sucked so bad that he was a collegiate All-American in amateur wrestling.
Probably faced smaller guys than him.
No, you know how weight divisions work in amateur wrestling.
Weight divisions work? I was 171 pounds facing 245 pounds. So, yeah, you tell me.
It's not for the title, though. It's Sky's mom. It's not for the championship. It's non-title.
So, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was in those matches. So, yes, you can go up a weight class. You can go down a weight class.
Well, I mean, we can.
Brock Lesnar probably demolished guys your size.
I seriously doubt that. I don't know what's your deal when it comes to certain people. You won't ever listen to reason. It's always, no, this is probably what happened, or this is probably what happened. You won't ever give them a single inch of credit.
I'll never give Brock credit for nothing.
Even when. So you won't go back to when he actually was wrestling full-time schedule and was actually working matches. His amazing match with Kurt Angle, you won't even give him credit for that.
He actually worked matches for, what, 3 full years?
That's all he was there. Then he went to try football. Then he went to MMA.
He washed out of both of those.
He washed out of those. So him being a legit UFC heavyweight champion means he was just kind of...
He made it nowhere in the NFL.
Well, no, not a lot of people do. You wouldn't make it. You wouldn't have what it takes to make it into the NFL teams.
I was good at football. My football career was destroyed by your school.
You would never made no NFL team. If you even think that was possible, you're an idiot. And I'll say it. I don't care. He's an idiot if he really thinks he could ever made an NFL team.
So the same thing said a coach from Cardinal. I was an idiot for trying out.
High school's one thing, bro. You would never made an NFL team. You just wouldn't. You're not that good. No one on our team was ever that good.
I was good at what I did.
Good, not great.
I embarrassed your star running back.
He's retarded.
On a gimp leg.
I will now use that word. You are a retard.
Oh, because I embarrassed him.
I didn't say nothing about that. For actually believing you could have made an NFL squad. For really believing that you could do that. You hating on Brock because he didn't do it, but you think you could, I suppose. Okay, whatever, dude. Moving on. So we had the match because of what happened. Shane McMahon made the match because I guess AJ decided he wanted to defend the championship. He let his emotions get the best of him, I suppose.
Then got kicked in the nuts.
We'll get there. Thank you for jumping ahead. So the match was made. The match happened. It was, they put on really good matches. They work great together. I'm not going to lie. At the end, after everything they went through in the match, to see Daniel Bryan low blow AJ Styles was just, I didn't see it coming. I'm going to be honest. I didn't expect it. It was, do they need Daniel Bryan as a heel? I don't think they do. It doesn't make sense to me. It really, 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 really doesn't. So, damn them for doing that. Seriously, damn them for doing that. But it is what it is. Daniel Bryan's the WWE champion. I'm personally going to be happy that Daniel Bryan is the WWE champion. But, there's a but. I am not on board with him losing, or with AJ losing the title just before Survivor Series. That means there's literally no build to Brock versus Daniel. There's no structure to it. On Twitter, a lot of people were saying they don't think that he should have lost the championship, that it didn't make sense for him to lose the title tonight. Wait till after Survivor Series. This makes me think that they were going to pull the trigger at Crown Jewel. But with Daniel not wanting to go there, they held off till now. I think that's what they did.
Dumb.
It's dumb that he won the title, or dumb that he did it the way he did it?
The way he did it and taking the title. Even though I did want the title off of him, not this way.
But it's off of him. You can't complain anymore.
It's stupid.
And it's off of him. That's what you wanted. And it's on someone that you like.
On someone I like.
Maybe it's a short-term heel turn.
They're turning him heel.
No,
There's a stupid reason to take it off. The whole show was dumb. And like you said, there's no build. There's no build for the match.
And it also means AJ Styles is not going to be on the Survivor
Series. There's other
card.
points, but it's pointless to even mention.
No, it actually is. Make all your points. I want to hear them. I'm curious what all you have. Because I might actually agree with some of it.
They're just been stupid. You take a face and turn them heel when they're still over on the crowd, and the crowd's still making them a face no matter what. They're cheering for Daniel Bryan until they saw him smash AJ Styles. But come next SmackDown, they're going to be cheering for him anyway because to them, he's still a face. Just like Becky Lynch. And that was a whole stupid thing. Anyway,
well, we're going to get to Becky, too, and that whole thing. For those who didn't, watch the show and saw the title of this video, Charlotte replaces Becky. There's a valid reason, believe it or not, that, man, what is up with my hat? Screw that hat.
Bye-bye recess.
Yeah, recess dies tonight. There is actually a legit reason that went the way that it went. So
That?
Daniel's a good fighter, but is just a face, though.
Thank you, Crystal.
You made sense of that. I think I know what she's saying. He's better as a face, no doubt. He's better as a face.
She's taking my side.
I never argued that he shouldn't be a face. You're acting like I argued against that.
No, that's a friend of mine.
I get that. What I'm saying, you're saying she's taking your side. I never said Daniel Bryan was bad. I never said Daniel Bryan shouldn't be a face.
That's not what she's doing.
So, but it sounds like everyone's also saying Daniel Bryan's going to win. You said he's going to lose.
He's going to get squashed like a bug.
And they're actually disagreeing with you.
Jake's disagreeing with me. This person, I don't know what they mean by that, but Daniel's not going to win. Daniel's not even going to come close to winning. I give him 5 minutes in the match, and it's over.
I mean, I'm not picking Daniel Bryan to win. I'm not going to do it, but we'll get to our preview predictions. That'll be Friday. That's Friday.
I would want him to win just to rub it in Brock's face that he's not top dog, but he's going to get squashed.
Well, we're definitely going to we're going to know. We're going to know something. We're going to know it very, very, very soon. So, but yeah. So that's the main story tonight, is the fact that Daniel Bryan cheated to win the WWE Championship. This is obviously a very newsworthy episode. I mean, this was not, like I said, this wasn't even a bad episode of SmackDown tonight. It wasn't. It's just, this was such a big deal. And I even said Daniel's winning the championship tonight. He's right. He said he didn't think it was the right idea. I would tend to agree with him, but I just had that feeling. Why would they put Bryan in the title match if they didn't intend on having him, win? And at first, I was like, okay, well, maybe he's right. Maybe you were right that they weren't. But then when I heard they took him off the Survivor Series team, oh yeah, they're putting the strap on him. I had no doubt after that.
Yeah, I knew that too.
I knew right then and there.
It just doesn't make any sense to do it though.
Sense? No. Made zero sense. But it is what it is, right? It happened. There's nothing that I guess can be done anymore. Now we just gotta wait until Sunday and see what happens. And see what happens then. So,
you got anything else to say, Jake?
Yeah, Jake, we're waiting for you. I mean, unless your stuff died out again.
Crystal, Sky's mom, anybody else?
Yeah, everyone in the chat.
There's 6 people watching.
Everyone in the chat, say something. I mean, I want to know everyone's opinion on Daniel Bryan turning heel, whether you're for it or against it. We want to hear what you have to say. I'm going to put a Twitter poll up.
Or the fact that I look cool again with no hair.
And I always look great with hair. Apparently, I look better without the hat, according to people.
According to people? What?
According to people. I'm getting messages.
What are they talking about? JT?
Yeah. Did we tell them we finally figured out the name?
Yeah, JT. It's JT.
TJ.
Come on. TJ. It's TJ, people. Come on. It's the real live version of the cartoon.
I'm TJ. We're making that a shirt. We're making a shirt. He's got a shirt. I'm going to have a shirt.
I don't have a shirt. You guys have 2 shirts. No. I don't have mine yet, do I, Jake? Not even my video with my pictures.
Too retarded. Anyway, so we're already 20 minutes in.
I paid him for that. $25.
This is. I mean, I'm actually happy with the SmackDown. There are spots that I hated, and I do. Usually, I would go grr and get mad and cuss up a storm because Daniel Bryan essentially did something that I don't think he should have done,
and that he's never done before.
Well, he's been heel.
No, he's never cheated to get a belt.
Well, he tried to cheat. He just couldn't win the belt. He tried, though. Look at his matches with CM Punk. He did everything he could. But it is what it is. He was
also heel then.
But we'll get back to the match. We'll get back to the whole thing. This is basically our opening thoughts. Now, the other thing that I know he wants to talk about that I want to talk about.
Not really.
Yeah, you do, because you have a problem with it.
Yeah, I got a problem with it, but
you know where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Okay.
We're going to the boring part of the segment.
We're going to go to Charlotte, Becky, and the entire women's roster.
Charlotte Warrior.
Oh, we're calling her Charlotte Reigns. That's what we
Charlotte
call her.
Warrior.
We call her Charlotte Reigns on this channel. You know that. That's the rule. She's Charlotte Reigns here.
No.
Because she's got, not because they're related, but because that's how they're pushed, JD. They're pushed the same. This will be a good fight to see, but Daniel won't win against Brock. Yeah, I would be surprised if Daniel. Yeah, totally, Crystal. It would be a major shock. What do we got here?
Why is it all blurry?
Because my phone. I got to fix the screen.
You gotta fix the screen.
I mean, it works. If it gets too hot, it starts fuzzing. It's something. It's probably this case making it overheated.
Let me see what it says.
Leave my stuff alone.
Let me see if I can make it out.
I can read everything just fine.
You just said you can't read it.
No, I could read what she's saying. But anyways, so Paige brings out Becky. Now, for those who, again, we didn't get to talk about this last night. Becky Lynch looked so freaking awesome last night.
Oh, yeah.
Bloodied up.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's calling it her Austin 3:16 moment.
Yeah. And then, no thanks to
Nia Jax,
The Rock's cousin.
So last night, when Becky was bloodied, it was because Nia Jax gave her a stiff punch to the face. And they're not saying she broke her nose. I guess that you're not allowed to say broke nose on WWE television. I guess Vince McMahon prefers she broke her face, which is something I would say, which sounds ridiculous. Oh, she's got a broken face. Well, what part of her face is broken?
Right here.
Well, yeah, this whole thing looks swole. So it's almost like her orbital bone.
A real rare break for a nose. Broken nose.
Well, they didn't even say nose, though. Remember, it's face, JD. It's her face is broken. That's what they said. It's her face. Stupid. Really, it's stupid.
I got a blind message.
Cool. So, yeah, she broke her face and gave her what they're saying is just a severe concussion. Thus, Ronda Rousey, the match that I wanted to see so bad, is now not happening. I know you don't like that either. And he said it again as soon as we found out they're putting Charlotte in it. I was thinking, no. They won't do that because they want to save it for WrestleMania.
I've been saying it since last week. I've been saying it since last week.
They could have held off if they really wanted to. And even he was like, oh, wait, what Becky's picking? Oh, yeah, then it ain't going to be Charlotte. And they still went with Charlotte. And they probably did give Becky really the option to pick. They probably did because she should have been in this
they
match.
squashed.
Well, I don't know. I have an opinion on that. And I think people will agree. But anyways, so she cut a little promo on Ronda Rousey saying, she's not the baddest woman on the planet. She's the luckiest because she had planned on doing stuff. She still cut a promo on what she was going to do to Ronda Rousey. And I was so looking forward to it.
But I don't think that she's not going to be there.
No, she ain't going to be allowed in the ring. Not with a severe concussion and a broken face. They're not going to let her anywhere near that ring. The good thing is they're not making her drop the belt, which means she'll be back before she has to drop the championship.
That's not what I'm saying. Not in the ring, but she can go down to the ring.
We'll see. Maybe. You might be. She might be, but I don't see why they'd have her down there if she can't take any bumps or can't get in the ring.
Distraction?
Nah, Ronda's probably winning this match, which you'll like that. Of course she will. So she's told that she can pick whoever she wants to replace her, and she's going through, I got to find one person who I know can get the job done. And when she gets to Asuka, everyone cheers, right?
Everyone cheers. Asuka paid for it. Give it to me. Let me have it.
She looks at all the other peons who don't matter on that women's roster. I'm sorry, it's a crappy roster, people. I'm just going to be real with you. And then she goes back to Charlotte, and she doesn't say it real loud in the microphone. You can barely hear what she's saying. She's like, go in there and beat her like I would beat her. And they shake hands, and then they hug. Now, he says, so they just squashed the feud. No, I don't think they squashed the feud. No background tonight. No, because I'm going to fix everything else before I mess with that again. Monkey see, monkey do. No see, no hear, no talk. Are we playing a game? Is that what we're doing here? We playing a game?
Jake's covering his mouth.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. So But there will be one, Jake. Don't worry. I'm going to get back to it. So they hugged. Now, I don't think this was a storyline thing. Okay, and as much as JD probably has a really big disdain for this, they are real-life best friends. Them with Bayley and Sasha. They're a really tight group of people.
No, of course.
I think that embrace was not a storyline perspective of things where they're going to squash it because they're probably going to go back to feuding after Survivor Series.
I doubt it. They squashed it.
You're probably right. At this point, you're probably right. But for argument's sake, I think this was just a non-kayfabe situation where it's like they're best friends. She's hugging her, wishing her luck. I mean, you could tell Becky was emotional. Like she didn't come out as Becky Lynch, the character, until she started talking about Ronda. When she was telling everyone, thank you, that was, Rebecca Quinn. That was not Becky Lynch.
The look on her face, not just because she was swollen, the swollenness made it look like she was 10 years old.
Yeah, it looked rough. She's probably going to be scarred for a while from that stuff. So
her nose, her eyes, her cheeks was all swollen.
Nia's probably going to get reamed because this was a money match for the company for the show, and now they just had to scrap it last second. And I'm sure Vince McMahon does not like the fact that he has to change his plans, move up his plans, because as much as you don't like Charlotte, outside of Asuka,
I don't think
outside of Asuka,
because how many things did he change tonight? He changed the layouts. He changed matches.
No, the layouts are unimportant. That's nothing. I do that.
Changed the entire format of the pay-per-view all in one night.
They didn't change the format of the pay-per-view. The format for the pay-per-view is the same. They just had to change some matches. Obviously, it's understandable why they had to change the match with Becky. That you can't argue with that.
Yeah, but other people said just take it off the roster. Take it off.
Well, I'm one of those people. I think they should have just, that's it.
And I was the one that said that they're not going to.
You were right. No, I knew they weren't.
And you called me stupid.
I knew it was, it was stupid. I didn't think they should have changed it. I don't think they should have just got rid of it and been done. You don't have to have her on the show. You don't need Ronda on the show.
Plus, she's still in training. That would give her a day off.
You might as well just call that
quits.
That talking about her training, because that's never going to change.
She is catching on fast, but that would have been a day off to where she'd have been in the gym.
Oh, she
but no, you're throwing her in the pay-per-view still.
Because she's the Raw Women's Champion, and they want the Raw Women's Champion on the show, I guess.
Brock said no. They wouldn't force him.
She's not going to say no. Because she probably figures the best experience is being actually in the ring in a match.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, but it is what it is. This is the match.
What's he mean by that?
Running Man. He's doing the Running Man. That's the symbol for men, male fertility, or male whatever.
Yeah, is that supposed to be Homer?
No, it's just a man running, and then you have the man symbol.
It's a yellow man. It looks like he's got a gut. I think it's
the Running Man. I mean, if I'm right. I'm trying to read your cryptic messages. Doing the Running Man. So, gosh, this is a weird night. But, yeah, she picks it. I think it was just a thing. Hey, thanks, buddy, for taking my spot. Vince, though, is probably upset because this is honestly a match they wanted to do come the Survivor or come WrestleMania. I honestly believe that's what they wanted to do. Now they're not doing it. So Vince is mad. Hey, I got to take my money match to WrestleMania and do it now. Because, yes, again, like I was going to say, you don't like Charlotte. And I understand why you don't like Charlotte. But outside of Asuka, who else would not look like a scrub against Ronda the way they've built Ronda's character? If you just take Ronda Rousey, who was in UFC, who could probably legitimately kick all of them to pieces if she wanted to, who's on that SmackDown roster, who else would there have been? Asuka, I'd paid for it. But it was either going to have to be Asuka or Charlotte. You're not going to put Carmella in there. Naomi, what's she going to do? Dance around her and get her head kicked in?
There's one girl that I've seen, but I've never seen her perform. I don't know what she can do.
Who?
Mandy
Rose? Mandy Rose ain't that good.
I don't know what she can do.
She's not good. Yeah, no, not Mandy Rose. She's better, but...
I know who I would put in the match.
Who? You know, or you have to think about.
I don't know her name, but Jake does.
Well, he doesn't know who you're thinking about either.
Yeah, she's from Chicago.
Is she on the SmackDown roster?
She deserves to be there. Though.
She's okay. So then it's irrelevant. If she's not on the SmackDown roster, she's not even a part of the discussion. So who on the SmackDown roster would you put in there besides Asuka or Charlotte?
Well, they don't have anybody that's legitimate.
And then there you go. It should have been Asuka.
That's the only person that's legitimate besides
So
Becky.
they went with who they thought was the more of a money match.
Next to Becky, the only person they have on the roster that's legitimate is Asuka.
And they didn't go that way because they don't value Asuka in any way. So they went with who they said is money. So Charlotte still gets the limelight, gets the solo spotlight, which means the women's tag team elimination match now is short one person. I guess they're going to wait. Although they'll probably announce it like after we've done our review, after we've done our preview and predictions, then they'll announce who's the final member of the team. It'll probably be a member of the Iconics, or actually it'll probably be Mandy Rose. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it now in case I forget it in the preview. Mandy Rose will be the 5th member of that team because she was already kind of involved in the story last week. So that's probably going to be your final member of that team. So that's the main 2 topics that happened tonight. Do you have any final thoughts on the Becky Lynch thing other than the fact that she's hurt and it really fucking sucks because I really, really wanted to see that match.
I wanted to see it too.
I mean, that was so badass last night with her putting her in the disarmor. Now, Becky did make mention, though, she's not done with Ronda. I think they'll have a thing at the Royal Rumble. They'll have some sort of confrontation at the Rumble. Why not do another champion versus champion at the Rumble? You didn't get it tonight or on Sunday.
If she's cleared by then.
Oh, she'll be cleared by then. If she wasn't going to be able to be cleared, they would have took the belt off of her already.
They don't know when she's going to be cleared.
Well, who was that?
Concussions can last for a while.
Liv Morgan got kicked in the head like 3 times, and she came back within a week. Now, she didn't look as bad.
Concussions are a strange
It's
thing.
not the concussion I'm worried about. I think she'll be back by next month. She'll be back by TLC, I think. She'll definitely be healed by the Royal Rumble. That's not till the end of January. That's well over 2 months away. I'm pretty sure she'll be fine by then. But if she's not, they'll take the belt off of her. But
are not. Because how many champions right now have not defended their title in the last 90 days?
Let me think. Well, you just had some guys who just became champions, so you can't count them. They just won the championships.
And okay,
AJ has Nakamura.
Nakamura.
No way, he just defended it
when?
a couple weeks ago. Yeah, a couple weeks ago they had him do a title match on SmackDown.
And he hadn't had a match before that.
He said within the last 90 days.
But they also put a title back on somebody that's not going to defend the title.
No, but Brock Lesnar special treatment apparently. That's why I said she'll have the title taken off of her. The rest of them probably won't.
Hey, Vince, why don't you do this? Bend over, take your hand, and yank his head out of your rear end and put him back in the garbage can.
The air is nice in there, they say.
Been at. Back in the garbage can.
They say the air's nice.
Along with a few others.
That's what they say, though. They say the air's. Yeah, I smell that Vincey poo. That's gross. Anywho, so that's pretty much like the main talking points, I'm pretty sure. Is there anything else?
I'm pretty sure that JR didn't say that when he became a member of the club.
To kiss my ass club. So we're going to go ahead and kind of get through the rest of this. We'll have talking points, but we're going to talk about the rest of the
getting worse.
Yeah,
Did you have Tourette's?
It's just, if you feel the screen, it's a hot screen, and it's causing the screen to fritz. I think it's the case making it hotter.
I think you need to get a replacement.
Well, I'm going to take it to that
I've
person.
never seen they only work on iPhones. And they only work on Apple products.
Well, I will find a place that will fix my phone. Yeah. I'm going to try doing it without the case, which is such an awesome case, but let's see what happens. Now my phone feels small all of a sudden. It does. So, like we said, AJ Styles came at the beginning of the show. AJ Styles cut the promo where he talked about, for 371 days, he'd been WWE champion, and he beat everyone except for Brock Lesnar. Well, that's when he got to the thing. And then Paul Heyman came out and said, that's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Brock Lesnar's going to beat you, and that he wants to fight no one more than you. But then he brings up Daniel Bryan. Now, I did not pull up this clip off of the YouTube channel. You want to pull it up off the YouTube? I'd rather listen to this. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull this up on YouTube. I'm thinking it's on here. But we're going to look. So we're going to get into this if it'll let us. There we go. All right, so let's go to the WWE page. I know they got that opening stuff on there. Let's find what I wanted. All right. Now, I found the clip, guys. I'm sorry for the delay. All right, so we're just going to let this run through here real quick. And then we're going to go ahead. All right, so let me pause this. We are going to skip this. And this is AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan.
Wow.
And he's eating snacks while we do this.
You must have knew I was going to grab that. You smashed the ball.
I didn't touch it. I never touched it. Them all. And here's where Paul Heyman comes in. Taking a shot at SmackDown. Of course you guys are. Now, he mentioned like Shawn Michaels and others before this. And he puts Daniel. Here's where this pot's getting stirred. Stirring the pot.
Can't hear nothing.
They can't hear what he's talking about? Good, then I guess I ain't got to worry about that. No copyright strikes. Right now they're just talking about other stuff. I can hear it, but barely. I can barely hear it in the background. If they put on a speaker headset, they're going to hear it just fine, probably.
See, that right there makes no sense about what's about to happen right there.
And essentially, from this point, it's just one big, like, melee. It's just one big, gigantic fight. And now, I know you guys couldn't hear that. Maybe I'll get, like, a speaker that I can plug in so y'all can hear that better next time. I'll figure that out. But it's kind of good. Y'all can't hear. I mean, you guys, if you turn up the volume, you probably hear it a little bit. But I don't want copyright strikes anyways. I got a copyright strike for Crown Jewel, and now that thing's banned worldwide. Thank you, WWE, but I did put in my dispute against you guys. So don't worry. I think I'll get the video back up. Well, that led to a fight where they had to have a pull-apart brawl, which led to Shane and Daniel, arguing backstage, and then Shane's pretty much telling Daniel, oh, well, you need to, stop, you're out of control, blah, 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 blah. And then AJ shows back up, I guess demanding a match, and they made it for the championship. So we got our WWE Championship match for tonight. Again, I had that feeling this is what was going to happen. So, kudos. Now, our opening match was Andrade Cien Almas versus Jeff Hardy. I didn't take a lot of notes of matches tonight, except for the main event, because none of the matches were consequential. No one earned anything tonight. It was just matches for the sake of matches.
And the point of Survivor Series, you earn your spot.
Well,
thank you, WWE.
I would more prefer seeing guys qualify for a King of the Ring or qualify for.
You don't even qualify for that anymore.
Well, there is no King of the Ring, but
yeah, there is. It's on the show. It's not a pay-per-view no more.
Well,
it's a tournament.
There is no King of the Ring tournaments anymore. The last King of the Ring tournament was 4 years ago. Now, they could have named the World Cup thing, King of the Ring. That'd been better. It would have made it sound more prestigious. So, whatever. But Jeff Hardy.
There was never a trophy.
Yeah, there was. Shane had the trophy.
I said there was never a trophy for King of the Ring.
No, they got the crown and the scepter, remember?
Yeah, that was better.
Yeah, it was
made
cool.
More sense.
It was cool. That's what it was. In fact, I think I want to review a King of the Ring soon. I think they might be having in my next retro review is a King of the Ring. I think I like that idea. So Almas versus Hardy. Almas won. Or no, Almas lost to Jeff Hardy. This was an okay match. Like Almas, I know. I told you I wasn't paying much attention.
What planet are you from?
I'm from Mars. Or maybe Uranus. I think that's the better one. Uranus. That's where I'm from.
Says the person who can't take heat.
People throw heat at me. I don't give a damn. I'm going to be me. Haters going to hate. Wait. Or whatever that crap is. I ain't that hip. Anyways, Almas started the match aggressive. And the match had fast pace. Jeff Hardy did Jeff Hardy stuff. Almas sold. Almas did, a lot of what he does with the running knees in the corner, etc., etc. The match ultimately ended with Jeff Hardy doing a swanton bomb. Now, after the match, you see Paige standing with The Miz. And this is the point where I'm like, yep, I know what's going to happen. Miz is told that he is now the solo captain of the team and that he's got to pick a new partner. He picked Jeff Hardy. Then he says he wants Rey Mysterio off the team, and Paige is like, no, Rey stays on. He's like, I'm the captain. Shouldn't I get to make the decisions? I guess if you're Daniel Bryan, you can make the decisions. If you're anyone else, you can make the decisions for your team. But because it's, Miz, well, you ain't allowed to make a decision.
Nobody cares.
So she says, I'll tell you what, if you beat him, you can replace him on the team. Well, they had a match that started after this. Well, after they did the interview with Nakamura, which was actually kind of a funny interview, actually.
Made no sense.
The ending was kind of funny, where he's all like, he say he no care about me, not think about me. He break my heart. And now I break his face. I laughed at that. He's going to break his face. It's going to be a good match, though. They're going to have a good match.
That man's British.
I said break his face. I'm trying to sound Japanese.
You sound British.
Break face. I sound British, so if I try to talk Japanese, I sound British. But if I talk British, I sound like a dummy.
French.
French. Oh, oui, oui. He going to break his face. Oui, oui. Oui, oui.
Jake, help me.
No, Mr. Capone. Only justice. Justice will crush. I actually got to watch Justice last night on YouTube, so.
Justice is better than Capone.
Ooh, I don't know. Capone might actually disagree.
Justice is also better than Plague.
Ooh. Well, he actually says Jake Capone will probably beat Justice. So. I'm laying down the challenge now. On behalf of Jake Capone, challenging Justice. How would that match work? I got to see that. I want to see Justice. That's it. 2K19, Justice versus Capone. Make it happen. Make it happen. If he's even watching. If he even cares.
I don't know what Crystal means.
Those are laugh cry faces. She's laughing at us. So, yeah, they had a match. So the interview with Nakamura was fun. So he's going to break his face because he didn't think about him. He had busier things. Speaking of that, the Dean Ambrose promo. You liked it, right? Last night, Dean Ambrose saying how his brothers. Yeah, everything moves on this. It just slides. Saying how his brothers were, weak, made him weak. I loved that thing. Watch where you put your feet, bro. Watch where you put your feet, bro. Yeah, it was awesome. So moving on to the actual Miz Rey Mysterio match. It was a fast match. Rey did his flippy shit. We know that, right? We know Rey does flippy shit. The ending was pretty cool, though. Skull crushing finale, reversed into a 619 after he got him into the ropes. He kicked out. Rey ended up rolling him up. I forgot what he did, but he ends up rolling him up for the 3 count. Then afterwards, here comes Randy Orton. He tries to RKO Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio gets away from him. He backs up into Miz. RKO's the Miz, which I know you probably got a kick out of that. And then he gets out of the ring because Rey, I guess, cut and run. What is Randy Orton's issue with Rey Mysterio? I know this is going to lead to a match.
He's next on his list, and I don't think they've had a singles match.
They have had a singles match. Think about it.
Your phone needs some ibuprofen.
It does. My phone needs its ibuprofen, people. My phone is sick. My phone is not feeling well.
Why don't you show them?
I'm not showing them on my phone.
Come on, Frenchie. Show him your phone.
You call me Frenchie?
Show him the shake. See? This is what his phone's doing.
Can we not talk about my personal business? It's my phone, fool.
That's your personal business?
It is. It's my phone.
Wow.
It's my phone. It'll cry if it wants to.
It's not crying. It's got Tourette's.
Well, leave my Tourette's-ridden phone alone, fool. Leave my phone alone. It didn't do nothing to you.
Surprised your eyes aren't bouncing to read.
Because I can make out everything. Look, if I shut it off for a couple of minutes, watch. You'll see what I'm talking about. Where was I? Yeah. So, yeah, they did. No Way Out, 2006, they had a one-on-one match. The winner went to WrestleMania. Then they had another one on SmackDown before WrestleMania to get Rey back into the title picture, which led to a triple threat match. And then they had another one after WrestleMania. So,
okay.
So they actually had 3 of them. That's why I'm the... I loved the Legend Killer gimmick. Yeah. Remember how he said, Eddie's not in heaven, Rey. Eddie's in hell. Speaking of, you know what today is, right? Today is 13 years to the day that Eddie Guerrero passed away. So, rest in peace, Eddie. I caught that earlier today. Oh, nope. Needed longer. So, moving on. So, yeah, Paige brings out everybody. We're going to go ahead and we're going to listen to what the man had to say.
Are we going to listen?
Well, we're going to listen. We, as in him and I, are going to listen to Becky Lynch.
If you can or cannot hear.
No one wants to hear that. This is us listening to the man. Well, about to. Stupid. Everything's have these little clips, doesn't it? I just want to listen. Yeah, I'm about to.
That's the one I was pointing at. You see that over there? So I played that.
Becky Lynch. Just look at that roster of women. Do you honestly see anyone in there stepping toe to toe outside of her?
No, I don't see nobody. Not even the.
I mean, what is Naomi going to do? Feel the glow, Ronda. Feel the glow.
Not even the blonde ditz. Actually, if she could wrestle, which I do believe she might get a chance again.
Well, she obviously gets to wrestle.
She has a chance. But right now, she's not medically cleared to wrestle. And I'm not talking about my Becky Lynch.
Paige has said that she can't.
So did Daniel Bryan.
Why are you bleeping out bitch? She said bitch. Okay, everyone, she said bitch.
But that's one person that can go toe-to-toe with Ronda Rousey.
She said bitch, people.
You disagree?
I don't even know.
You don't know?
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm confused.
Paige versus Ronda Rousey. Once she's medically cleared.
The fact that Ronda is responsible for Alexa's multiple concussions, I wouldn't want her in the ring with Paige. Not until she was better.
That's what I said.
Maybe in like 10 years. But honestly, I don't think Ronda plans on wrestling past next year.
She'll wrestle for about a good 2 years and then go back to.
Well, next year would be her second year. Because she says she wants to leave. She only wants to do a couple of years and then. See, that's who everyone wanted. Everyone wanted Asuka. I know you guys can't see that. Carmella, you were not money, Miss Mella. You were not money. So that was pretty much. It was a short and sweet little promo, but I gotta get the thing set up over here with the microphone. If we had the microphone set up, you'd be able to hear that a whole lot better. Honestly. So yeah, that was pretty much that. She picked Charlotte. Her and Charlotte hugged. Like we explained, we went into detail about it. That's what happened.
We're not going to go into detail or show anything.
So Charlotte afterwards says that, she's fought against Becky. She's fought with Becky. And at Survivor Series, she's fighting for Becky, which is a friend thing. That's more off the cusp. It's not like promo material. That's just her being honest. So then we get to a match I didn't care about. The Bar and the Big Show versus the New Day. Did you care about this match? We've seen this 100 times, right? The Usos, I guess, were too busy finding where the rest of the teams were so they could tell them, hey, you're in the team. We want to make it sound like we chose you, but in reality, we can't. So it was an okay match. Seen it before. And KO punched a Kofi Kingston, ended the match. Kofi looked good like he always does. You say his name. I won't say his name more.
Who?
Kofi.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi. Why can't I say Kofi? Coffee. Keefy. Woo woo. Chicka. What? Kingston. Anyway, I am not funny. I try. Maybe he is the comedian.
I am the comedian. I've had people tell me.
Yeah, I'm kind of funny. I'm unintentionally funny. Like, I'm funny when I don't expect to be funny. When I try to be funny, not so much.
You're the pain in the butt, pencil pushing guy.
That's right. I take the notes for everything to keep this place going. I do the research, people. That's my job. Woo me. That's why my gray's going to start coming in soon. So, yeah, that match happened. Then, yeah, we had the rest of the teams. You had, who was the team?
The gray's got to catch up.
Yeah. Who was the other team? Oh, Sanity. Something about Chaos. You had the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson. Hey, hadn't seen them in a while. And you had the Colognes. Now, he's saying SmackDown, they're going to earn it. That's what they're doing.
That's what one match did. One team actually earned.
Except
one team.
Except they were already in the match. They were just determining who was the captain.
No. There was one separate team that earned their position last week. Those two were in a match against each other to pick captain.
That's what
you didn't see the poster showing 3 teams at the beginning of the show?
No.
3 different teams?
No, because it only showed New Day and Usos. That's why there was 3 teams in the back who were added. Do your math.
That's getting worse.
5 teams. 5 teams. There was 2 teams. They added 3. Do your math. What's 2 plus 3?
2 plus 3? Are we going back to pre-K?
What's 2 plus 3?
2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay, so how was there already a third team?
They were showing other people on there.
You saw the Usos and you saw on the bottom, right? On the bottom.
On the top.
Excuse him. He's confused. There was only 2 teams.
I'm confused. This is coming from the person that said that Jeff already lost.
I can pull it up on Twitter if you'd like.
This is coming from the person that said Jeff already lost.
Let's show him. We're going to go to Twitter, okay? I'm going to show them if they still have the graphic up, because they had the graphic up earlier in the show. So,
Zach, it's time for a new picture.
No, not yet.
Not yet? That is what, 10 years old?
That's my own personal thing.
That's
I love it, Becky. Irish war paint. Oh, like it. Wait. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up.
Man's getting off on blood.
That I was looking at Daniel Bryan.
But no, you weren't.
No, I don't care about the mixed match challenge. I don't care.
Nobody cares about her. And when did that happen?
I don't.
Daniel Bryan without a beard and hair.
So we're going to scroll through this. Yeah, we know it's going to be Daniel Bryan versus... Whatever. I'll show it to you afterwards. I don't feel like scrolling through everything. So, yeah, that match happened, which led us to the main event. The main event. Lead it. People want to hear you talk. You're the clown. Go ahead and speak.
I'm the clown.
Talk about the main event.
The main event. Let's see here. There was a heel change, kick to the nuts, title changed hands, awesome match, but the end of the match was disappointing. There you go. And oh yeah.
Match wasn't disappointing. Match was good. Yes, that guy. I'm going to get a GIF of him and make that the logo for the channel for a couple days. It's just, yo, bro, I'm Crazy Nation.
Did that just seriously happen? AJ lost the title. No, am I dreaming?
That's actually funny. Everyone else is all, and this guy's like.
And he's wearing a pink shirt. He's not wearing blue. He's not wearing an AJ Styles shirt. He's wearing
that moment
a bright hot pink shirt.
Yeah, we don't know what it was. That moment you find out that your electric is too high. That moment your wife cheats on you. That moment that your wife says your best friend's better than you.
Whoa.
That moment your daughter has her first period. That moment when you realize you're a crappy cook.
Wait a minute. Neither one of us is crappy.
No, I'm just saying examples of, using his face as moment. I'm going to make GIFs of that crap. I'm going to pull that off, and I'm going to make that GIFs. That moment when I'm just going to random things.
Mm-hmm. If you can
and
find
post
it.
Oh, I'll find it. Someone's already screen captured that thing.
If you can
already
find
threw it on Twitter.
I'm sure somebody's already took screenshots of me.
I know that stuff's already been pulled and put on there. I'm going to use it. I'm going to
Jake,
the crap out of it.
No shirt.
So yeah, the match started off really hot and heavy. They were very physical. AJ was going for the knee. Bryan was trying to work over the shoulder. Bryan was super aggressive in this match. You could already see how his style had already changed. And that should have been my indication that he was really going to turn. But I was so convinced, no, Daniel's a moneymaker. Why? See, now I'm going to get mad. I'm talking about it.
Becky Lynch is a moneymaker, but look what they did with her.
Tonight is supposed to be Calm Night. Tell me, Goose Fraba, Zach. Don't get mad. Don't yell. Tell me, don't yell, Zach.
Yeah, yell all you want, Zach.
Great back and forth. The 450 splash countered into a yes lock. Awesome counter.
You want to get what? Yes lock? I'll give you a yes lock.
You can yes lock me. I'll get out of it. Bryan went for the knee plus. That was countered into a calf crusher, which was countered into an arm bar, and then back into the yes lock, which AJ countered that and tried to get him into the Styles clash, which was countered into a freaking, they catapulted him into the corner. AJ went for the Styles, the phenomenal what?
Before that, I want to make mention that this made absolutely no sense. Puts his arm up like he's going to stop Daniel Bryan, and then just puts his arm down, puts his hand between his legs, and gets slammed.
I can tell you what that was for.
Right.
He was grabbing him when he came up there, preparing, bracing for the move. That makes perfect sense to me.
Bracing for the move?
When he went to go for the Hurricanrana?
He bracing for the move, but he put his hands between his legs after he grabbed him.
Yeah.
Making everybody think he's going to do a reversal.
He's just steadying him. It's not a big deal. You're just reading too much into it. So, but yeah, he went to go for the phenomenal forearm. Bryan moved. The ref didn't get knocked down. He just kind of got knocked over, was dizzy or whatever for a second. Here comes Daniel Bryan, straight kicks him in the balls, and he fell down, and then the ref got back up. You got the knee plus, you got the 1, the 2, and the 3, and Daniel Bryan is yes, 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 the WWE champion. God, that sounds so good to say. Daniel Bryan's the WWE champion, but for all the wrong reasons. People, I want Daniel Bryan as WWE champion, and I understand a lot of people wanted this title reign to end with AJ Styles.
You're not the only one who wants him champion, but I don't want Brock champion.
Well, Brock's going to be champion because Vince McMahon wants him.
Whoever agrees with me, put it in the comments.
Oh, I'm sure everyone agrees with you. I agree with you. Brock shouldn't be champion, but he is.
Who wants Brock in the garbage can?
No, I don't think people go that far. They just don't want him as champion.
He needs to be in the garbage can.
I think more people than not will want him on the show, just not.
He needs to be in the garbage can like Grouch.
I mean, I don't know.
Show up in the garbage can, pop his head out, say a few things, pop his head back down, and scamper on.
All I have left to say as far as Daniel Bryan and his heel turn goes, forget Brock Lesnar, forget Survivor Series. I think they were going to go with this probably at Crown Jewel, but Daniel Bryan stood his ground and said, no, I'm not working that show. This is the last time I'll ever reference Crown Jewel, except, well, maybe someday, because I'll have to bring back the fact that he was made champion.
They've done 2 stupid things within the last month between both shows by turning heel.
Heel turns happen. Daniel Bryan will make it work. Daniel Bryan will make us hate him. Daniel Bryan's capable of doing that. And then whenever he turns back to face,
you know what I was
we'll just yes him even more. He'll probably go back to doing no.
You know what I was referring to.
Maybe.
Dean Ambrose.
No, that actually makes sense, Dean being a heel. They've been leaning towards that.
The way they did it was retarded.
Maybe, but they've been leaning towards that. And actually, Dean being a heel is a good thing. They just didn't pick actually the right time, in my opinion.
I had changed the names for the shows. WWE Retard Show, WWE Dumb Down. SmackDown, Dumb Down. Dumb ideas.
You get a thumb down. But Daniel Bryan.
I didn't say thumb. I said dumb.
Now I'm giving you a thumbs down.
Dumb.
I'm going to try to do this and not get mad because I don't want to keep everyone much longer. Daniel Bryan being the WWE champion, as good as that is, they could have waited just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. And could have done this in a match with Samoa Joe. You could have threw in The Miz. You could have added another person into it.
Really?
Despite what you think, Miz has earned his right to be in the title picture. I'm not saying he needed to win the championship. He at least deserves a title opportunity.
He's a windbag.
That's your opinion. A lot of people disagree with you.
A lot of people disagree. You're the only one who disagrees.
Go watch all the people on YouTube who do this longer than I have. You'll see a lot more people think Miz should be in the title picture than you think.
Miz is a butt kisser.
So I couldn't read that. It came up too quick for me to notice it. I'm all for AJ losing the championship, Bryan winning. I've said this a 1,000 times now. But why did they make him a heel? He is a better face. He is the most over baby face. Now, I can't say they're doing it for Roman in this situation because Roman is not even in effect. But, I mean, does it garner sympathy for AJ? Yes. AJ will probably not be champion again for a long while. They'll have a rematch. I don't know. I honestly don't know where to go with this. For the once, I don't have a clear thought and opinion on what I think, and that aggravates me because I know this show could be better. I know this show could be better. I know they could do better. I know they could book it better because they did it in 2016. They booked this show beautifully. Daniel Bryan as a heel, while I know Daniel Bryan will make it work, he's that good. He will figure it out. He will make this work. I know he will. But my final thoughts, point blank and simple, is just wrong time. This is your last show before Survivor Series. Why? You couldn't have picked any other time to do this? Seriously, guys? I'm staying calm. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to yell. I'll save all that for Survivor Series because I'm sure, more than likely, I'm going to have a lot of issues with that show. So I'm going to enjoy myself Saturday night with TakeOver, and I'm going to just obliterate Survivor Series probably. Pizza, pie, wine, pie. Cool, Johnny Neely. That's awesome. All right, JD.
That's not a pie. That's a box.
Oh, my bad. Oopsie. Maybe I should wear my glasses.
What glasses?
I should get glasses. That's what. Your final thoughts on the show.
My final thoughts on the show. Still dumb.
Ow. Hoo, 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 hoo. So that's your SmackDown Live review. I think it's fair to say that I think we got most of what we had to say. Again, our apologies for last night's Raw review. That did not go at all how we planned. So, you know, we're going to have the content this week. We'll be more than making up for it over the weekend. In case you guys don't know, looking at my calendar, we will have this week. Let me pull this up because I want to make sure that I get everyone. Let me pull this up. Friday is going to be a brand new Best of the Best video that's coming up. Subject, we will let you guys completely figure it out for yourself. It's going to be a Best of the Best countdown. It's going to be the best wrestlers of the 90s. JD, you're excited about this. This was one of your ideas. It's not 10 people on this list, people. There's more. There is more of them.
There's 12.
Yeah. So don't forget Wednesday, NXT UK and NXT, you know, regular NXT, both of those back to back. It's going to be a little later because of just how they schedule it. Saturday, what time?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock Saturday. It's the third installment of the Ask Us Anything video. Send in your questions now. Post it in the comments. Post it on Twitter.
You didn't sound like you said ask.
Ask us anything. Ask us. Ask us up. Ask us anything. ASK. Ask us anything. That is Saturday at 1 o'clock. JD is going to be waiting for your questions. Y'all failed us in the last one. We had to go off on our own little thing, and it was awkward and weird.
That was at the
kind of disturbing
moment because of you.
Actually, I told them about it the night before.
I didn't get nothing.
I told them the night before, and I explained to you on the video when
you explained on the video, but no.
I told you way in advance that morning.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you knew. And it doesn't matter what you knew, they knew. They all knew.
Yeah.
So y'all come with those questions. Yeah, I don't care if you ask him if he likes purple. I don't care if you ask him what color his poop is. Ask him whatever. That's what the point is. Ask Jake questions. Ask me questions. Just ask us away, and we will do it. And, of course, Saturday night, WWE.
It's all about me.
Ask us about it. WWE TakeOver, NXT TakeOver, War Games, the live reaction and review are Saturday evening. Forget what time I'm going to be starting that stream. It starts at 6 or 7. You guys will know when the show starts. When the show starts, I'll be live 15 minutes prior to that. I'll be streaming about 10, 15 minutes prior to the start. I'll be streaming during the preview. Sunday is a huge day. 6+ hour. Why is JD so sexy? Wow. That's weird. Okay. I don't know. Ask him. Why are you so sexy, JD? Crystal wants to know.
I have no idea.
There you go.
Well,
hey, there you go. That's the question. See? She asked a question. Yay! Thank you, Crystal, for the question. Well, I'll remind you. I'll ask him that again on Saturday.
Why don't you answer that question?
Well, I'm not answering why you're sexy.
I know Jake would.
Well, here's a better question, Crystal. Why does JD have to fart every time we're sitting here during a review or a video? That
wasn't me. That was the thing. I was moving on the love seat thing. And don't put no reference on the love seat part. Yeah. It's not a couch. Don't you dare. You get an arm bar. You will get an arm bar.
I'm just stretching.
Yeah.
People scared? He's scared. Yeah. Smiley faces. Laugh, cry faces. That's it for the show. Sunday was Survivor Series live reactions. JD will probably miss a good little bit of that because how early it's starting. I know he won't be here for the pre-show.
Yeah, you got to put JD sexy.
I'm not writing nothing. Nothing. Live review 15 minutes following the show. Jake will be a part of the live review. We'll have the thing with the channel situated, so we'll get our layout set back up. But thank you guys for joining us. Twitter, YoBroGaming1. Yo to our Patreon. It's YoBro Gaming and Reviews on Patreon. You can also find our TeePublic, YoBroNation1. The very awesome, very nice Kissing Bandit t-shirt is also there. There's a Black Friday sale happening next week, everybody, on TeePublic. Next week's a Black Friday sale. Massive discounts. Go to the website. There'll be more information on there. Everything right now is 30% off. It's going to drop from that next week for Black Friday. I believe that starts on Wednesday. Jake, if you're still watching in the chat, if you could explain to people, the link is down below.
I'm sure he's not watching.
Join us on Discord Nation. That's what I'm going to start calling it. It's YoBro Nation on Discord. So you can be part of the Discord Nation. Just go to Discord and just chat with us, man. If you join Patreon, $1 and up, you become a part of the Discord Nation. We'll start letting you all in. So $5 and up, starting next week, we're going to start doing some post shows.
All right, people. I want some comments. And I want some real questions about this right here. If it needs whacked off. Cut. Sliced.
Nope. Not happening.
And this.
No, this is never. I'll cut this before I ever cut this. I'll go bald before I ever touch this.
See? Oh, he wants to look like Shawn Michaels.
Oh, God, no. Gosh, no.
Yes.
Oh, no.
What do you think, people?
Oh, God, no. I don't want that either.
Challenge is on.
Oh, God, no. Don't say nothing. Just leave it alone. Especially you, Crystal. I know you'll say something.
Jake will.
Jake will say no to the beard because Jake can appreciate a beard. The rest of this, Owl Lover 96. Nope, the beard stays. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want it to go. I don't know. Someone watching the video. I don't know who
Al Lover.
I know who the other person
Carly?
was.
Is that Carly?
I don't know. It says something 96. I don't know. But whoever it is, yes.
Carly is older than us.
96.
Yeah, she is older than us.
Okay, we were born in 84. Beard forever. Thank you. Beard forever. See, everyone's voting on the beard. I guess the hair will go before the beard goes.
They're telling you to cut the hair.
Anyways, we're getting off here. God. Oh, I will cut my hair before I ever touch my beard.
They're telling you to get rid of the hair. They're
I'm not getting rid of the beard. I'll cut the sides. I'll cut the sides. I'll compromise with you, and I'll trim my beard. I'll go to a goatee.
No, they're telling you to get rid of the hair. Keep the beard and get rid of the hair.
Nope.
They want Shawn Michaels.
Not happening. I'm not HB Shizzle, people. Yo, Bro Nation. Remember, all that stuff's coming next week. Nope. Both stay. Ha! That's going to be it.
Who is that?
Thank you, everybody. We